Well, I'll tell you how it was. I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
I was interested in a lot of things, that the law degree, and I kept looking into it. I spent a lot of time in the registrar's office at the college I was going to. They had all the catalogs from all the schools,
Uh-huh.
and I looked through the catalogs, and I spent a lot of time doing that when I was going to school in Louisiana. I was interested in a lot of stuff, and I just sort of winnowed them out. When I got into medical stuff, I kept looking into it, and more. And I knew if I went into medicine, I knew I was going to try to specialize in something. And the amount of time that was going to take, I didn't think I could maintain a relationship with my father with equanimity for that long a period of time, because he was tough, and I didn't think we would be able to stay together that long.
Uh-huh.
And so I needed to do something that was related, but not as long a period of time. And then I gravitated towards optometry, which probably is about 3 years less time than it would if I specialized in a medical specialty. It would have taken me about 3 or 4 years longer. I built my own office,
Yeah.
which you probably saw.
Yeah, I went there.
I had a building. It was a nice building.
Yeah.
The location was number one. I was the first one in a major shopping center.
Yeah.
All the optometrists and ophthalmologists were located in downtown Roanoke. The busiest spot in the shopping
Uh-huh.
center is what I got.
Uh-huh.
Right on the corner where all the traffic, centered in the shop. That's where I was. So I had a lot of exposure. I was exclusively in there. Nobody else could get in there but me. It was amazing. I mean, it was open, and I worked unbelievably long hours. I worked at the beginning, I worked 7 days, 6 days a week. And I worked
Wow. Yeah.
until 9 o'clock, 4 days a week. Carolyn made me stop doing that. And so I did. I was gone, yeah, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I didn't mind doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
I love working like that. But no one else was open at night except me. God almighty.
Gosh, yeah.
All these people in Roanoke, they're just working class people. And
Right.
I was the only one that was open at night. So they all came to me. Then I started doing some deals, and
Uh-huh.
then the practice went crazy. It was so huge,
Uh-huh.
I couldn't handle the volume. And I tried to get another doctor in there. I had 2 or 3 doctors came in with me. I couldn't get along with any of them. Finally, after a number of them, I decided I couldn't work with anyone else.
Uh-huh.
I stayed by myself. There was a big union guy. He was a legendary union organizer
Mm-hmm.
in New York. His name was Harry Van Arsdale. He was a historic figure in the United States labor union movement, a big guy in New York in the labor unions. And my father knew him, and he got him to write a letter. The largest 2 industries in Roanoke were General Electric and the Norfolk and Western Railroad, Norfolk Southern now. I think he wrote a letter to them and told them to that I was here, and so the people at the General Electric plant made a deal with me. It wasn't a written deal, but the nurse there sent all the patients at the plant to
Uh-huh.
me. Well, there
Uh-huh.
were thousands of them,
Yeah.
thousands of them.
Yeah.
And then at the railroad, I don't know. I don't know how many people they had. They had, it was it was the third biggest railroad in the United States, and they were sending almost everyone to me. A lot of the patients didn't have to come to me.
Yeah.
But they came to me because the railroad told them to. But I got a huge number of patients that way. I got so many patients from them that I had to open another office 2 blocks from my other office just to handle,
Just 2 blocks away.
just to do the
Yeah.
union. Yeah, it was 2 blocks. It
Uh-huh.
wasn't even 2 blocks.
Yeah.
I could throw a baseball as far as the other office. It was a beautiful office, but I didn't want to see the union patients in the same place as I saw my other patients because the fees were not the same. So I set it up differently, but I had 2 offices within a block of one another. And I saw patients, I mean, I was getting them from everywhere. I was getting them from out of town,
Uh-huh.
from Clifton Forge. Here's what happened. When I saw that I could get these industries from Mr. Van Arsdale, I thought, well, I can do this myself, you know. So I hired people to go and market my services to factories. Some of these factories, there's one factory in Fredericksburg, they had 7,000 employees.
Yeah.
The factory was like a city.
Yeah.
We got them. We got everybody. We got everybody because nobody else was doing it.
Uh-huh.
So when I went in there and I made my deals with them, I had no competition. And I didn't get every one of them, but I got a lot of them. So Danville takes an hour to get to Danville.
Gosh, that's
So they would come in from Danville, these big garment factories. They would come in all at once in a bus on Saturday. They'd make an appointment to come in on Saturday, and they come in a bus. They'd come in, they'd take up my whole reception room, sing songs in there. It was so great. The whole office would be full of these people from Danville. We would have a party out, and I do all those exams. I do them all, and then they go back home at the end of the day. I loved it. I loved it. It wasn't work to me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every day. And when I quit at the end, I was getting real, when I quit when I was in my 70s, I was exhausted at the end of the day. I was afraid that it was going to ruin my marriage because I was so tired. When I came home, all I wanted to do was go to sleep. So I decided I have to either cut back on my practice or, I was going to lose my marriage. So I didn't want to cut back on my practice, so I just sold the practice and retired. I've been sorry I did that ever since. I miss the practice. But my life is great. But I do miss what I did.